So, YouTube, I've been trying to make this video for some time now, and I think I'm just gonna make it short and sweet because the more I talk on these videos, the worse they get, okay? So, I have two channels that I would like to plug. When I say plug, I mean if you're subscribed to my channel, you watch my videos, you stumble onto my videos, check out these two channels, okay? The first channel is Fouch-O-Matic Offgrid. Before it was just Fouch-O-Matic, I subscribed to this channel when they had like 1,500, maybe 1,700 subscribers, and probably within a weekend they jumped up to like 2 or 3 thousand subscribers. Now they're like at 31,000 subscribers. Really, they should be at like 500,000 is a little bit too much, but like probably around 230,000 subscribers is where I think they should be at. Okay, they should be making some decent coin from YouTube right now because they're doing so much and there's so much information packed in their videos, and the people, I think they hit the nail on the head with the people. I'm gonna try to make this short. This video is not going to be short altogether because there's a lot to go through, but I'm gonna try to make this short because there's always somebody bitching about my videos. Okay, you talk too much. Oh my God, it's so boring. Okay, so I'm trying to be fast. Okay, um, Esther Fouch, she is she's one of these people to where if you talk to her, she reminds me of a grade school teacher. Okay, that's what she really reminds me of, and that sounds kind of bad, I guess, given your perspective. But like she's a kind person. Okay, first off and foremost, she has this dream of living off grid, but she has a video where she just like, I had to get the heck out of there. I could not stand the property anymore. And now she's such a human being. She's so human, okay? Like she's not just a pretty face, dude. She's a human being with feelings and limits, okay? And what you find with a lot of these off-grid people is that they're a little bit different, if you know what I mean. Like they're not completely I don't even know how to really say it. Like they're past eccentric, okay, and they'll show you videos like, oh, I dug up some carrots today, and my life is perfect because I live off grid. You should buy this from my channel and buy a T-shirt and buy this new book. Like you don't really get that from Esther or Nick, okay? You don't get that from their channel, okay? And the reason why is because they're doing this for themselves, okay? This is their passion, and they're sharing it with us, okay? So it doesn't feel like there's some grotesque hidden agenda here, or they're fake people because like they give you this window inside of who they are. Okay, I try to do that with my videos, but people just find me entirely too boring. I'm too nuanced, and I don't know how to kill my babies. Okay, that means like take out your dumb jokes and all that crap. Edit it to where it's fast, and don't over articulate too many things. That's not who I am. I think I'm worse than Obama when it comes to long-winded explanations, and that guy is bad when it comes to long-winded explanations. But I mean, people will always look for something that you left out, which is why I do it. Okay, which is bad. It's a Achilles heel, to be completely honest. But like I said, Esther, lady, we're doing ladies first this time. Esther is one of those people that aren't just pretty on the outside, she's pretty on the inside, okay? Like just listening to her talk about her kids, home remedies, uh, just listening to this lady talk about her experiences in life, who she is. She's proud of who she is, but she's not obnoxious or pretentious. Like it makes her a very appealing and pleasing person not only to listen to but to watch. Okay, just watching her talk about these things, certain things, looking at her get all excited. You can see why Nick married the lady, dude. Like you can see why he married her, dude. And he was smart. Let's make sure that we say that he was smart to marry her. Because guess what? If he didn't, and I was anywhere around, I hate to say that like that, but yeah, yeah, dude, marriage material, 120%. Nick's a smart man. So anyway, let's talk about Nick, okay? Because Nick is one of those guys who, like, I don't know how to really say it. Nick is one of those guys who doesn't BS you, okay? And I'm trying not to cuss too much because they might see the video, okay? I'm putting their name on the title and the freaking tagline and everything else, so they might see this video and their kids might see it, and I don't want to cuss, and have their kids subjected to my potty mouth. So it's gonna slip. It's probably slipped already, and I haven't even caught it. But Nick is one of those guys to where like he has this video called "What Makes a Man Make a Homestead," right? And at first, you watch that video, and no, not even at first. Honestly, when I watched that video, it was like somebody was reading pages from my own life. It was like this dude had a notepad, and he was literally reading pages of my own life and just flipping over pages and telling me more things about myself that I've experienced myself. And it makes me feel like I can't be the only person. If Nick went through that, and he's probably a way cooler dude than I am, and he experienced the exact same thing I did, I'm pretty sure a lot of you have. And the things that he said pretty much was like, I'm not gonna tell you too much because I want you guys to watch the videos. I'm gonna put both of them in the description. So, he said, like I've had a bunch of different jobs, and it's always just turned into me giving up a lot more than what I'm getting. Like I'm giving up time, memories, and experiences with the people I care about the most, just so we can eat. Like just so we can do things that shouldn't be so difficult to do. Like just so we can have a roof over our heads. Like like I said, I'm not gonna say too much about it, but I, for a long time, okay, and I don't think you guys realize how big of a deal this is to a person who knows how to work. Okay, I've been working since I was 13 years old. Okay, I lied to get my first job and said I was 14 because legally at the time I couldn't work until I was 14. Okay, so I mean, I'm not some lazy bastard, okay, at all, and I know how to grind out freaking 12, 16 hours if I have to get the job done, and it sucks. I hate it, but the money has to be at the end of the tunnel, and sometimes that money is there, and sometimes the money's there, but you realize after you have it, it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth what you went through to get that money. And that's where I'm at now. Now I'm older. I have a bit more experience. I'm a lot more confident in myself, and I realized that what, after I got screwed over by my employers, there's a lot of them too. Okay, I've had a lot of employers. I wouldn't quit, dude. I've never taken unemployment a day in my life, but I've paid into it. But I do the shittiest job. I'd show up late. I'd work half-ass once I got there, and it was because I was tired of that job. I was tired of my boss. I was tired of my coworkers, and I began to see the people around me for what they were, and I was disgusted with not all of them. Okay, at some jobs maybe with all of them, but at most jobs I was disgusted of the fact that there's so many lazy people out there with these opinions about welfare and, oh, you gotta work hard to get what you want and all this crap, and they're the laziest assholes at the job, dude. And it was just it, it gets under my skin. It bugs me and irks me to no end to hear people say that and just know that they're completely full of crap, dude. Okay, like they're just completely pretentious lying, manipulative pieces of shit. I hate to say that, okay, but that's what they are, dude. I need to edit that out. I don't know how to, but I'm gonna try, okay? Usually these are off the cuff, no script. We're at 9 minutes. I'm gonna try to speed this up a little bit. But listening to Nick's story, like it gave me not really a sense of comfort, but it gave me a little bit of confirmation in what I was thinking before, which is that these companies don't give a damn about you. They don't want you to have a house out in the woods that costs you $1,200 a year to live in, or $800 a year to live in, okay? They don't want you to have the ability to spend time with your kids because they want you to work hard at work, so when you do spend that time with your kids, you spend all your damn money in bullshit they don't need, so that way freaking you can go back to work and make more money and buy more BS they don't need, Like, it's all a freaking lie, dude. The way this society's set up is a lie. The way civil society is, It's business. Your house, your car, your dog, your crazy annoying cat, freaking you everything. Just think of your cell phone, your PlayStation, your Xbox. This is all designed to take money away from you and to take time away from you, okay? Because those are the two precious things that you can have in this world. And the most grotesque part about this whole situation is that without money in this country, you have no freedom, okay? And that's why I look at what Fouch-O-Matic, freaking what Nikki Nestor do, the shit that they share on their channel, and I get kind of passionate about it because when they started, dude, they only had the yurt, okay? They didn't have the foundation for their house yet, okay? And it's like probably a year and a half before I even stumbled onto their channel. I was looking for yurts, and the gross part is that a yurt was like $10,000 or $14,000, and I was like, how am I supposed to save any money? I might as well just buy a motorhome. It's $1,000 for a motorhome. Once you get it where you need it, all you have to do is start it up once a month and let it run for a couple hours. Like, why would I spend $14,000 on a yurt when I could do that? But I really, really still want that yurt. Yurts are freaking gorgeous, dude. So I mean, Fouch-O-Matic, check that channel out, okay? Now we're gonna skip over a few other things about Nick and Esther. Like, they're awesome people. Check out their channel. But there's a second channel that you need to check out, which is called Kirsten Dirksen, K-I-R. I'll post a link in the description to her channel and to a video about yurts, okay? Because she does like an artsy style video to her channel, and it's very entertaining to watch. But there's a slight downside to her channel, which is a lot of the stuff that she shows is completely out of your price range. Like, they had some house that was like $400,000, tiny house, gorgeous, really gorgeous, but tiny. But the thing is, the reason why her channel still has so much value in my eyes is because they're sharing ideas, okay? Trickle down economics works when it comes to ideas, okay? You start off with an idea and you improve it, okay? That's what success is. You start off with your original idea, you change it and you change it and you change it until it works. But if you check out her channel, you'll find so many different things, and this is what Kirsten Dirksen's channel did for me. It made me want an Earthbag house, A, and B, it made me want a Earthship house, okay? So Earthships are probably impossible to do in California. I live in SoCal, that's why I'm sweaty and always wiping my forehead. Okay, it's nighttime, it's probably still like 90 degrees right now. It's hot, okay? But Earthship or an Earthbag house would be freaking amazing. And I want a courtyard, like a nice giant courtyard, and I want to be able to move my family in with me. I'm sorry, my cat's just an asshole. You can hear him. Let's see if we can see him. Jashako. Nandayo. Meow. 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 You know he's hungry, but he likes to eat and leave. I fed him this morning, and he just left for like 12 hours. So, Sasha, you're going to have to spoon with me for like 5 hours before I feed you again. Anyway, so Kirsten Dirksen's channel is actually pretty awesome. She has a bunch of content that isn't a bunch of expensive houses, stuff that you can actually afford to do. Unfortunately, a lot of her stuff is like ideas, really. Like, when I say it's not unfortunate, it's actually really good, because an idea is probably more precious than, something that's already set in stone, that is like a yurt. Okay, I love the yurt, but let's say she did something where it's like a better version of a yurt, and you can add on to it. Well, of course you can add on to a yurt, but make a long story short, Kirsten Dirksen's channel is pretty awesome. I really, really, really like her channel, and she has a full documentary called the Tiny House documentary. I'm gonna post a link to that in the description. So I'm just thinking out loud. I'm gonna post Nick's video, Nick's interview. I'm gonna post Esther's experience where she had to leave the homestead, and I'm gonna post Kirsten Dirksen's documentary plus her yurt video. So 4 links in the description for this channel, or for this video, and watch, in particular, the yurt video for Kirsten Dirksen. The tiny house one is awesome, but it's long. It's like 45 minutes. It's a great documentary, okay? And Nick and Esther's videos gives you a look into these people who are doing something that doesn't make them seem crazy. Because a lot of freaking off-grid lifestyle people, whatever, off-gridders, I guess they're called, they go too far, man. They go way too far with it, okay? And Nick and Esther they're human and they're not crazy. They have internet, you know, like they're if you were to try to homestead, let me put it this way, if you, a regular human being, were to try to homestead, you would look a lot like Nick and Esther Fouch. Let me put it that way. So I'm going to end this video here. It's already at 16 minutes. I got a few other videos to make, a few other videos to publish, and the extended mag comes out August 10th. But check those videos out. I keep saying it over and over again because this is something that I think is pretty much mainly what Nick and Esther are doing to this idea that this corporate society that we live in. And if your kids are watching, have them turn their heads. But they're doing this, okay? And they're doing it in such a professional and clean and awesome fashion. Because I'm a vulgar person, okay? Like, if somebody disagrees with me, the first thing I do is say, shut the F up, blah, blah. And I don't mean that to be mean, you know? That's just how I grew up, yelling and cursing, you know? Like, it wasn't really to hurt anybody's feelings, but it was part of the conversation, okay? So I'm a little bit less polished than other people, okay? The ideas in my head are great, but when they come out of my mouth, they're not so well articulated given the circumstances. Anyway, this is Nezrak. Feel free to like and subscribe. More videos coming up. I literally tried to make this video probably 10 times, dude. And I've been here since, Jesus Christ, it's 10:53 right now. And I started filming probably around like 8 o'clock, okay? So about 3 hours to make this freaking video. So, and I didn't save every version of it either, so that was kind of dumb on my part. Anyway, this is Nezrak. Feel free to like and subscribe. Deuces.